You know, one thing that I kind of always wanted to do with this particular channel is to not only talk about anime, which is, yeah, legit, but also like talk about some like cultural stuff or things that happen in Japan. And if you're interested, let me know in the comments, obviously. And I'm going to try to like bring it to you in the most bite-sized type of information so you are aware. Like if you're interested in like what's going on in Japan and everything, I can do a little bit more effort to bring this type of like little nuggets of news. I'm not saying that this is going to be like a news channel to whatever happens in Japan because first off, I don't live in Japan, and second, I know that's not gonna happen. But however, I do have this particular thing that I wanted to talk about because I just found it to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. So, you guys probably are aware that Japan is famous for its Wagyu beef. Wagyu beef is like the thing. And let me tell you, when I went to Japan, Wagyu beef, it was definitely like way easier to get than over here in the US, which is fantastic. And the quality of the meat was mwah, chef's kiss. Mwah. I would kiss their feet because it was so delicious, especially at those random ass places that you would never think of, like the ones that are like on the street and they're like just mom and pop and everything. Ah, so good, so good. But a very popular restaurant chain in Japan decided to have a Wagyu beef special not too long ago. This Wagyu beef special consisted of catering to females. So let me explain to you what they did. This company that is incredibly like popular for having a all you can eat Wagyu beef special, they decided to come up with a promotion. The promotion was that if you came to eat and you were a female, you would have half off in the all you can eat Wagyu buffet. So pretty much you can have as much Wagyu as you want. So instead of paying about $60, you would be paying around $30 per se. You know, that's kind of like how it would be. And there's a lot of controversy that happened. There was a little bit of a steer because some people were just like, what the hell are you doing? I'm a guy and I feel like I deserve the same treatment that females are getting. Like, why are you promoting the Wagyu beef just to females instead of also to males? And they were pretty vocal about it, and some conversations started to happen where, hey, is it right or wrong that we have gender specific promotions? Now, it's interesting because on the same coin, a lot of people started to bring also the fact like, hey, no, like please, by all means, keep this up because I'm taking my wife or I'm taking my girlfriend to eat Wagyu, and instead of paying, like because the guy, at least that's how my mama raised me. My mama would grab the chancla and smack me over the head if that wasn't the case. But the guy pays. If the guy asks the girl out, the guy pays. Period. Later on, you can share, but at least if you're going on a date, the guy pays. So let's say that you take your girlfriend and it's like, hey, you know what? Yeah, let me bring you here, and instead of paying just for the sake of conversation, instead of paying for both of you guys, that would be around, like I said, $60. You end up paying around roughly $35, something like that. And then your tab is like significantly cheaper, right? Yeah, and that money you can use for like maybe dessert, maybe spending more around town, maybe getting more items during your stay at, eating the wagyu beef. So a lot of people were saying that this was a great way to bring new customers, and they were really happy with it. They were like, dude, yeah, we like this, like it's dope, because we are the ones paying, and yeah, by all means. And also there were a lot of new customers, which was the company's like ultimate goal. They wanted to bring more customers to their tables, and guess what, it worked. It absolutely worked. So the business the businessmen were correct. They had a marketing strategy, and said marketing strategy worked, which is great to for me. Now, I'm going to give you my personal opinion on the matter. I think it's great that they did something like that, because anytime that you bring new customers, it's better for the economy overall, especially for places like this. When you talk about wagyu, you're talking about some pretty expensive meat. Even if you're in Japan where it's local, yes, it's less expensive than getting wagyu over here, but it's quite pricey. And if you're telling me that there's somewhere where I can take my girlfriend to like eat, and it's gonna be a little easier on the wallet, dude, I'm gonna take it 100%. So I don't know. I think it's interesting to see that there's like, some people are very very mad at the fact that there's not a promotion for men, which I get the frustration, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know what, it's their business, and they decided to do it. So on that note, the second point that I want to talk about is also the fact that a lot of people in Japan are deciding to stay away a little bit from wagyu beef. You see, right now we've noticed that there's been a increase of demand of other products other than the wagyu beef, because it's, like I said, it's pricey, and the people have noticed, like, you know what, yes, is good, but I think it would be better if we just get some other products. Not necessarily wagyu beef, because definitely it's more on the expensive side. So the demand for wagyu beef has decreased in Japan. So because of that, some people going to get instead fish or pork or chicken, which is significantly cheaper. The industry, the meat industry in Japan, is trying to find ways to like entice the people to spend a little bit more on them again. So it's interesting that that we have this kind of like interesting, whatever, not war, but like beef drama going on in Japan. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this because I found it interesting, and just kind of wanted to give you the rundown of what's happening. And that's it. Let me know if you're interested in this like little snippets of information about what happens in Japan randomly. And that's it. I'll see you later. Bye.